in the form of some free textures that you can download from stock websites. And I went and searched and found a whole bunch of really cool textures for you. But I have a motive in mind here because I want to show you how to import textures into the texture filter inside of Topaz Studio 2. So that's what this is all about. So I thought, hey, why not link you to a bunch of free textures that you can download? I went ahead and did all the work for you and found these textures for you, some painterly backgrounds, some regular old textures, and some like canvas backgrounds to make your images look like they're done on canvas. So some really cool stuff there. But let me show you how to import your textures inside of Topaz Studio 2 today. Let's get started. I get this question asked of me a lot. Hey Dave, how do I import my own textures into Topaz Studio 2 so I can use them with the texture filter? And today I'm going to do that, but not only am I going to do that for you, I'm going to link you in the description below some textures, some really cool textures that you can download and install those into Topaz Studio 2 so you can learn how to do that. Plus you'll have some really cool textures to work with. I am inside of Topaz Studio 2, so I'm going to come to Add Filter, and let's go ahead and open up that wonderful texture filter. Now, I love this filter because you get all these different adjustments that you can make, like brightness, contrast, detail, saturation. You can add your own color and things like that. You can flip it vertically, horizontally, reposition it, invert it. Man, there's so many different things you can do. And then all your different textures live inside of here. But today I'm going to show you how to install your own textures inside of Topaz Studio 2. Before we install our textures, let's take a look at these two sections up here, Group and Category. Now these are drop-down menus. Now, let's click on Group first. Right now it's set to All. So let's click this, and you'll notice you have borders, custom, dust and scratches, and so on and so forth. You have these different groups in here. So let's click on borders. And when you do, you'll see all your borders right here. Now you notice your category is set to all. So that's every one of your borders. And these are all borders that Topaz has given you when you purchase Topaz Studio 2. So you will have these, okay? Now, if you click on category, you'll notice you have clean, okay, and there's all your clean borders, and then you have your grunge borders, and you also have your hazy borders. So that's kind of nice, right? And then if you'll go to a different group, like let's go to dust and scratches, and there's all your dust and scratches right there. But then you could break it down into categories, for instance, like dirty, all right, and what else do we have? Dust, just dust, and also just scratches. So that's kind of nice, right? So you have groups, but then you have categories within groups, so that's really nice. Now pay attention to this group called Custom. Inside of Custom lives all of the textures that you have imported into Topaz Studio 2. Now if I click on the category drop down here, you'll see there's my flypaper textures inside of there, and I have different categories of different flypaper textures. So remember, this is very important. This is where you will find every texture that you have installed yourself. Let's set our group back to all. And now, see this icon right here? This is your category manager. Now, this is very important. This is how you install textures into Topaz Studio 2, and it's also the way you can get rid of textures or rename textures, and I'll show you how that all works. But let's go ahead and click this icon and open up our category manager. On the left hand side, you'll notice all your categories, okay? The categories will consist of textures that you've imported yourself or textures that came along with Topaz Studio 2. And like I said, they give you a lot of really cool textures here. Like, see here where it says flypaper? These are all my textures here that I've added. And whenever you click on a category here, like let's go to this T-Box 1, and you'll see there's all those textures inside of that category. Or if I come up to Two Little Owls, these are textures that you get with Topaz Studio 2. There those textures are. Now this is cool. If you hover over each one of these textures, you'll see, like that texture is called Skyfall. But you see a trash can. If you want to delete that texture, you say, man, I don't like this texture. Click the trash can, get rid of it. Or see the little pencil here? If you click this, if you don't like the name Skyfall, you can come in here and type in another name and click OK. So that's cool. That's how you rename your textures, okay? Or delete textures. So that's pretty simple to do. If you want to import textures into a pre-existing category, you can just go to that particular category. For instance, let's say scratches, click on scratches, and there's all your scratches inside of here. And you can just click on import texture. See the little plus here? Click that, and then point your file browser to those textures, and then you can go ahead and import those in. And now those textures that you newly imported will live in whatever category that you put them inside of, so they'll be easy to find. However, that's not the way I like to install my textures, because if you want to be able to go over to Group and go to Custom, you won't really find your textures there because you put them into an existing category, if that makes sense. But if you click on Add Category and give it a name, when you click on Group for Custom, you'll find your textures there, so it's easy to find them. So let's give my my category a name. I'm going to call this one Stock Canvas Background. Stock because I got this from a stock website, and canvas because they look like canvas, and background. And you'll notice right now we have a new category called Stock Canvas Background. Now all we need to do is click on Import Texture, click on the little plus right here, and it'll open up your file browser. Now all you need to do is point your file browser to the location. And my location is under Textures right here. And I have this folder called Textures from Stock, so I'll click that. And here's my canvas background. I'll double click that. And I'll just go ahead and select all these and click open, and you will see they will import right in, and it happens really fast. And it makes its own thumbnails. And it says you successfully imported 5 textures. I'll click OK. So there they are right inside of there. Now I'll just click close. Now let's go over to the group where it says all, click the drop down, and let's go to custom. And after that, let's go to category. And at the very bottom, you'll see our stock canvas background. And let's click it, and inside there lives the backgrounds. And let me just click through some of these so you can see the different backgrounds. There's the first one. That's a really nice one. Second one's a kind of a burlap. Here's the next one. The next. And here's the last one. I really like that one a lot. Let's go ahead and import some more. So remember, if you want your textures to go into this custom group, you have to start out in all, so make sure you have this on all, make sure category is on all, and click on the category manager, open up your category manager here, and let's click on add category. Now let's give it a name. I'm going to call this new category Stock Painterly, because these are going to be painterly type textures, and let's click OK. And when you click OK, you'll see a new category has been made, Stock Painterly. Now all we need to do next is click on Import Texture, and our file browser will open up. Now let's just send it to where those textures live, and in my case they live in this picture set 1 right here under Textures and under Textures from Stock. And here's my painterly backgrounds right here. So I'm going to go ahead and select all these, and remember, you're going to get all these, you can download them. And let's just click open, and when I do, they start to come in, and look how fast they go in. It's really nice. And there's 14 painterly backgrounds for you, so click on OK. And now we'll click close. Now I could have went ahead and added my last group of textures, but I just want to show you that they're there. So now if we come over here to group under custom, and you'll notice we have one called Stock Painterly now. Now here's all those textures in here, and let's just click through some of those so you can kind of see them. There's the different textures. And of course we could play with those textures and change blend modes and do all kind of stuff. But we have all these really cool painterly backgrounds. Like we can pull up this opacity a little bit. Like we could change the blend mode. Right now it's on screen. Let's change it to maybe like a overlay or a soft light. You know, maybe pull the opacity back. But you get the drift. But there they are. There's all the painterlies. Let's import some more. So now let's go back to where it says custom, go back to all, very important. Make sure categories on all, and click the category manager. Let's click on add category. Let's give it a name. I'm going to call this stock textures. Now these are just regular textures here. So we'll call it stock textures. Click OK. and it will make itself a new category called stock textures. And let's click import. And now we're going to go back to the drive that they're in. We'll find them here. They are right inside of here in textures from stock. I'm just going to go ahead and select all these and click open, and in they come really quick. 5 of those, they're in there. Let's click close, and now let's come over to the texture filter group. Let's go to custom, and let's go to category, and there they are, stock textures. And let's click on the first one. Let's change the blend mode from screen down to, let's put it on overlay. Let's pull the amount back. Let's click on the second one. We can click on the third one. That one looks pretty cool. Here's the last one. I like that one. Here's one called Canvas. So pretty cool stuff. Now, if you wanted to rename these textures, and I did explain that earlier, let me show you what you would do there. Go back to your category manager here. And notice something happens. Nothing happens, and I'm going to leave this in here. Click close, because you got to go back to all and make sure the group is on all, categories and all. Now open the category manager. Let's come down to the, let's see, the stock textures. And let's call this, let's rename this guy right here. So let's click on the little pencil icon and call this one, let's give it a clever name like Wordy. I think Wordy sounds like a really cool name to name this. How about that? Wordy. Okay. So let's click close. And now when we come over to the custom group and down to the category of stock textures, this one's now called Wordy. It's nice to have a name rather than like background, blah, blah, some crazy number from the stock file. So good idea to name your textures and be creative when you're naming those textures. That's a lot of fun. Today you learned how to import your own textures into the texture filter inside of Topaz Studio 2. It's not really about how to use the texture filter, but I'll link you in the description below some different YouTube videos that I've made on using the actual texture filter. And I think you'll learn a lot from those, so go ahead and click on those links and check the texture filter out. Well, there you go. Now you know how to import your own textures into Topaz Studio 2 and take advantage of that wonderful filter, the texture filter. Man, all the adjustments in that filter, you can get some amazing pieces of art using that. As you all know, I like to call Topaz Studio 2 my creative toolbox, for it truly is. And don't forget, in the description below, I have links to the textures that I've searched for on the internet from a stock website, and they're free, and you can download them and import them into Topaz Studio 2, and you'll see how easy that is. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe and click that bell notification icon, and then every time I upload a new tutorial, you will be notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you today for joining me on The Joy of Editing with yours truly, Dave Kelly.